I'm Cowgirl Kinsey, the Chronically Ill Cowgirl, and I make videos on chronic illness and living on a farm and how that all, affects my life and what it's like day to day, and also doing disability advocacy and education when I can. But today I'm doing something a little different. I thought it would be kind of fun to do a 20 questions get to know me video. I went and found a bunch of fun different get to know me questions that I thought would be fun to answer and would let you guys know a little bit more about me and who I am and my personality. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So question number 1 is what is a movie you could watch every day? And I'll be honest, this wasn't hard, but it was also hard at the same time because I can't pick just one movie, but I can pick a movie series. And if you've watched before, you may already guess it, and that's Harry Potter. But I love Harry Potter, and it's difficult for me to pick which movie because I pretty much already do that. I cycle through the series, daily. I watch it when I go to bed at night and just cycle through, and as I wake up throughout the night, if I'm awake enough that I am having trouble getting back to sleep, I'll put the next one on, and just so on and so forth, so that it helps me get back to sleep. But number 2 is, what is your favorite sport to watch? And that is roller derby. A close second is definitely hockey, but roller derby has my heart. Roller derby saved my soul, and it has my heart forever. It was the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I miss it like crazy. But it may sound crazy to say that because roller derby is also the reason that I am in a lot of pain that I'm in. A lot of the pain that I'm in, not all of it, because part of that's genetics, but the other part is my lower back injury from roller derby. So yeah, but at that point in my life, I was going through such a hard time where I didn't know really who I was. I felt like I didn't really exist. I had really bad issues with reality and things like that. So roller derby, it gave me a purpose in a way, and as well the community. It helped me come out of my shell. It helped me be a lot more social. I kind of blossomed in it. I went from being the shy kid that most people were you actually talk, when I would speak for the one time in ever. They'd be like, oh my god, I've never heard your voice, or wow, you actually talk? Yes, I do, just not to you. It's wild that I went from that to literally becoming team captain of a junior roller derby league. It's wild how much it changed my life, and I'm so thankful for it. Number 3 is, what types of books do you like to read? And it's tricky for me because I used to really enjoy reading when I was younger, but once I started having health issues, reading was just out the window. I only did it unless I had to, because I was mostly trying to do other things to get my mind off my pain, playing video games, or who knows what, just doing whatever I could, art projects, craft things. But recently I've really started to get into it, and I have really enjoyed fantasy, so Harry Potter. I just finished reading the Harry Potter series and I'm in love with it. I'm honestly probably gonna reread it again. But I also have been enjoying like the self-improvement, growth, you know, self-help kind of books, as well as educational and like stuff related to business and entrepreneurship as well, just because those are all topics that I'm interested in. So it just kind of depends on the season of life I'm in. I also used to really be into psychology stuff, and I read a lot about psychology. I even took a psychology class when I was in high school. It was a college level psychology class that I took my senior year. Like, I was really into psychology. Anyways, next up we have number 4, which is what is your dream career? And that kind of ties into the question before. Being an entrepreneur. I am trying to start many different businesses, and you know, YouTube is kind of part of that. At least I hope one day it could be part of that. I'm obviously not going to rely on that because there's no guarantee for that, but I'm trying to build a dog kennel business and like so many other things I want to do with this property. So yeah, that's kind of what I like. I want to be my own boss, because with chronic illness, it's hard to hold down a regular job. And like even mentally before that, it was like I was going to be a welder, which is as close as I'm going to get to a regular job. So yeah. Number 5, I chose what unconventional pet would I want to have? And I had to actually look up what an unconventional pet would be, but that's kind of like exotic type animals basically is what I came to the consensus of. So I would love to have either a fennec fox or a chinchilla. Chinchillas, I've always loved chinchillas, but I don't know that I could keep up with the care, so I've never really pursued getting one. Number 6, I chose, would you rather have the ability to teleport or fly? And I would definitely rather be able to teleport, because that would make travel so much easier and cheaper. Number 7 is, do you have any pets? Yes, I have many pets. Indoor-wise, I have my cat, Katie Cat, and then I've got my dog, Rosie, who's an indoor-outdoor dog. She comes in the house from time to time, like during the summer, I bring her in during the heat. During the winter, I'll be bringing her in probably a lot more with the snow, but when it's nicer and stuff, I let her out as much as I can. And then as well, outside, we have our, my parents, the farm dog, Bear, and then we have the 2 barn cats, Chief and Munchkin. And now we're going to be getting a couple more kittens, actually, which I'm excited about, because we've definitely needed more cats, just with rodent control and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, obviously farm animals, the chickens, cows. Yeah. Question number 8 is, what is a skill you've always wanted to learn? And I'm gonna be honest, I've always just really loved archery. I did it once at like a summer camp and I fell in love with it, and I've never really been able to do it again. But I recently got a bow, a hand-me-down bow. I need to get it restrung and everything, but I'm so excited. Number 9 is, which phone app do you use the most? And for me, it's definitely Pinterest. I used to be on like social media apps a lot more, but it really started to affect my mental health and my productivity as well, and just like, life in general. It took away so much time. So I've started using Pinterest a lot more, and it's so much more positive, it's so much more inspirational. Like it's way better, and I spend less time on it because like eventually it's just, you know, you kind of get bored of scrolling through the different pins and whatnot. Number 10, I chose what do you love most about life? And honestly, it's the beauty of it. And that's kind of a broad response, but just, you know, because you can find beauty in anything you want, really. It's all up to you. And so I find beauty in a lot of things in life, so that's kind of why I say that. Number 11 is, do you think you have a true calling? And honestly, yeah, I used to not really think so, but the more I've gotten to know myself and what I want in life and what I want to do with my life, I really just want to leave this place better than it was. So like, if I can even change one person's life, you know, even save one person's life, like give them hope, give them a reason to live, give them somebody who, you know, validates their feelings or acknowledge, like, you know, anything like that. If I can do that, I'm happy. And that's really what I want to do. I love helping people and just empowering people and lifting people up. Like, I will absolutely be your hype girl. Like, I got you. Number 12 is, do you often listen to your intuition? And yes, I absolutely do. I try to listen to it as often as I can. I used to brush it off a lot and think it was just my anxiety, but now I've dealt with a lot of my anxiety issues, so it's much more reliable, I guess would be the word, in my opinion. Number 13. Do you consider yourself a people pleaser? Yes and no. I believe that I have people-pleasing tendencies, and I will explain my answer here. So one of the podcasts that I listen to, she talks about how when she hears people say, I'm a people pleaser, she's like, girl, stop putting it as your identity. Like, you don't have to completely identify as a people pleaser. I have people-pleasing tendencies, but, like, I'm not doing everything in my life to please other people. Like, most of the time, it's for me. I just have people-pleasing tendencies. I hope that makes sense. Number 14. What is your all-time favorite food? Pizza. And as we speak, I've actually been eating pizza for lunch. So, yeah. Number 15. What is the weirdest fact you know? I know this because we used to be pig farmers, but pigs are the only mammal to have a corkscrew penis. Number 16. Where is a place you've always dreamed of going? And definitely Disney World. I used to want to go a lot as a kid, but we never really had the opportunity, so like it wasn't like, I mean, I got to do other things, so it was like, okay, whatever. But now that I've really fell in love with Harry Potter, I want to go even more. Excuse me. Gosh. Just because I really want to go to like the Harry Potter world and all of that. Like, I would, I would love to go. I have like my own robe that's personalized. I have a wooden version of Hermione Granger's wand and some other things that, like, I honestly one day hope to be a big collector of Harry Potter stuff. One day it will happen. I'm putting it out there. It is going to happen. Number 17. If money were no object, what is the first thing that you would buy? And my answer is kind of complicated, but basically I would turn this place into the operation that I want to make it into, like that I've kind of already talked about a little bit throughout these questions. Just I would be investing in our property, basically. And number 18. Is it easy to accept help from people? No, not at all. It's actually quite difficult for me to accept help from people. But I have been working on that a lot because I know if I'm gonna get the things done that I want to get done, I'm absolutely gonna have to ask for help and accept help. Number 19 is, do you want your own family someday? And that's a pretty complicated question for me. I'll probably do a separate video one day talking more about this. But yes and no. I do want my own family one day, but it's tricky because with Ehlers-Danlos, there is a 50-50 chance you pass it down if you have your own kids. So that's where I'm hesitant, just because, like, the things that I go through, like, and even simply just watching my parents have to watch me be in pain and suffer and stuff, like, I don't necessarily want to go through that myself, and I also don't want to put that on anybody else, like, you know, I hope that makes sense. But I've always been super open to adopting, and honestly, I'm at this point pretty sure that I will adopt at one point, if it's possible. I don't know if it will be possible due to my health conditions. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the rules with all of that. So, yeah. But anyways, I hope that answers it. I'm pretty sure that answers the question. And finally, number 20. How do you define beauty in another person? And for me, it really comes down to, one, how their presence makes me feel, and how they're, like, who they are on the inside and what their soul is, if that makes sense. I'm a very spiritual person, so it's like all about the soul and the vibes and the feel with people. Like if I feel safe with that person, type of thing, you know, or if I feel unsafe or anything like that. Hopefully that kind of explains it. Because, like, if you don't feel safe with a person, obviously there's something, like, off with that person that isn't necessarily a beautiful thing. You know, like, a safe soul is a beautiful soul. Like, somebody that is a safe person to be around is a kind person, and kindness in itself is a beautiful thing. So yeah, I'm kind of going on a tangent now, so I hope that makes sense. And that is the end of my 20 questions get to know me video. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other questions you guys would like me to answer, please leave them down below. I would love to do another video like this and continue it on. So if you have any questions, like, feel free. I am an open book, and if it's something that I'm not comfortable answering, I just won't answer it. So go ahead and just ask away, whatever you're curious about, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe so that you can see the next video, and I love you guys so much. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.